Hello, lovely listeners. Welcome back to our podcast where we dive deep into the heart of current affairs. I'm Hari, and as always, I'm joined by the brilliant Leela.
Hey there, folks. It's always a pleasure to be here with you, Hari. Today, we have an episode jam-packed with a variety of thought-provoking topics that are sure to spark some engaging discussions.
Absolutely, Leela. In this episode, we'll be exploring everything from the fascinating city expansion in Bengaluru to the intricate web of India's defense ties with the U.S. We'll also be delving into the complexities of Judiciary's dilemma, the future of the India-Myanmar free movement regime, navigating abortion laws, and the flawed push for a third language in Indian schools.
It's going to be a roller coaster ride of insights and opinions covering a wide spectrum of issues that impact our society. So buckle up, folks, because we're in for a longer episode today, allowing us to really sink our teeth into each of these pressing topics.
Get ready to expand your perspective, challenge your thoughts, and maybe even share a laugh or two along the way. We're thrilled to have you join us on this intellectual adventure. Let's jump right in, shall we? Article 1. Leela, the proposed Greater Bengaluru Governance Bill 2024 is quite intriguing. It aims to integrate 24 urbanized villages around Bengaluru into the city's civic limits. This move comes as these villages have seen substantial transformation into urban areas due to various factors like the Kempegowda International Airport, industrialization, tech parks, and real estate development.
Absolutely, Hari. It's fascinating to see how these villages have evolved over time, especially with the rapid changes brought about by urbanization. Did you know that some of these villages have witnessed a surge in population and economic activities, leading to a shift in their traditional rural landscape to a more urbanized setting?
That's a great point, Leela. The influx of urban migration has not only brought about challenges related to infrastructure and governance, but has also sparked debates on how best to address these issues. Some argue that merging these villages with Bengaluru could provide better resources and expertise in urban planning, while others believe that the existing village panchayats might be more effective in handling these matters.
It's a complex situation, Hari. On one hand, integrating these villages with Bengaluru could potentially offer improved infrastructure, funding, and overall development. On the other hand, maintaining the autonomy of village panchayats might ensure that local governance structures are better equipped to address the specific needs of these areas.
The implications of unchecked urban expansion on the outskirts of cities are significant, affecting not only the residents of these areas, but also challenging existing governance structures. It's crucial to find a balance between urban growth and preserving the unique characteristics of these villages.
Absolutely, Hari. The current relevance of this topic is undeniable, especially as many cities around the world grapple with similar issues of urban expansion and governance. Looking at real-world examples and case studies can provide valuable insights into how different approaches have fared in similar situations.
That's right, Leela. By examining the challenges and controversies surrounding this issue, we can gain a deeper understanding of the complexities involved in managing urban growth effectively. Exploring multiple viewpoints and potential solutions is key to finding a sustainable way forward.
Indeed, Hari. As we speculate on the future outlook of this topic, it's essential to consider potential innovations and changes that could shape how cities approach urban expansion and governance. How these developments unfold could have a significant impact on society as a whole and influence how we plan and manage urban growth in the years to come.
Article 2. Corruption, government interference, and judicial appointments. Quite the trio of contentious issues in the judiciary, don't you think, Leela?
Absolutely, Hari. The recent allegations against Justice Yashwant Varma and the government's push for the reinstatement of the NJAC Act have really stirred the pot.
It's fascinating how this incident is being used as a catalyst to bring back the National Judicial Appointments Commission Act that was invalidated by the Supreme Court due to concerns about compromising judicial independence.
And let's not forget the delays in judicial appointments by the Modi government, potentially influencing the selection of judges to align with their ideologies, which raises serious questions about judicial independence.
The article suggests the establishment of a full-time judicial appointments commission to ensure transparency and merit-based judge selection. It also proposes a high-powered Judicial Complaints Commission to independently address corruption and misconduct within the judiciary.
In today's context, Hari, these issues are more relevant than ever. We've seen how the independence of the judiciary can be compromised if there's excessive government interference in appointments.
Absolutely, Leela. The judiciary plays a crucial role in upholding the rule of law and ensuring justice for all. Any threats to its independence can have far-reaching consequences on the democratic fabric of a nation.
Take the recent examples in various countries where judicial appointments have been politicized, leading to concerns about the impartiality and integrity of the judiciary.
That's right, Leela. The challenges here are multifaceted. On one hand, there's a need to address corruption and misconduct within the judiciary, but on the other hand, there's a delicate balance to maintain judicial independence from undue government influence.
Finding solutions to these challenges is crucial. Perhaps a system that ensures checks and balances, where the judiciary can operate independently while being accountable for any wrongdoing, could be a way forward.
Looking into the future, Leela, do you think we'll see more innovative approaches to judicial appointments and governance to safeguard the independence and integrity of the judiciary?
I believe so, Hari. As societies evolve and become more aware of the importance of an independent judiciary, there will likely be increased efforts to reform the systems in place to ensure transparency, accountability, and fairness in the judicial process.
It's indeed a complex issue, but one that requires continuous dialogue and action to uphold the principles of justice and democracy. Article 3. So, Leela, let's dive into this fascinating article about India's defense ties and how they are navigating their relations with the U.S. for autonomy.
Absolutely, Hari. It's a complex and crucial topic, especially considering India's historical reliance on defense imports and the recent shift towards boosting domestic production.
Yes, India has long been one of the largest arms importers globally, but there's a growing realization of the need for self-reliance in defense manufacturing. The article highlights how India's Air Force is facing challenges due to a lack of production by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, impacting their squadron's strength.
It's interesting to note that despite the decrease in arms imports, India is still looking to import expensive systems, raising questions about their reliance on foreign suppliers. The focus on indigenous fighter aircraft, potentially with American engines, also brings into question their continued dependence on Russia for arms imports.
The article emphasizes the importance of a true partnership between India and the U.S., one that is grounded in mutual indispensability. It's not just about buying weapons, it's about building a relationship that benefits both parties in the long run.
In today's world, this topic holds immense relevance. With geopolitical tensions on the rise and the need for advanced defense capabilities, India's strategic decisions in defense partnerships have significant implications. The balance between autonomy and strategic alliances is delicate.
Absolutely, Leela. The challenges lie in maintaining autonomy while also benefiting from technological advancements and expertise from other countries. It's a fine line to walk, and one that requires careful navigation.
Some might argue that by leaning too heavily on one ally, India risks compromising its autonomy. On the other hand, forging strong partnerships can enhance defense capabilities and foster technological growth. Finding the right balance is key.
Looking ahead, it will be interesting to see how India's defense landscape evolves. Will we see a significant shift towards self-reliance, or will strategic partnerships continue to play a vital role in India's defense strategy? The future of India's defense ties is definitely something to keep an eye on.
Absolutely, Hari. As India continues to strengthen its defense capabilities and navigate its relationships with key allies, the decisions made in the coming years will shape not only the country's defense posture, but also its standing on the global stage. It's a dynamic space that will undoubtedly have far-reaching implications.
Well said, Leela. The intricacies of India's defense ties and their pursuit of strategic autonomy make for a compelling and complex narrative that will undoubtedly unfold in intriguing ways in the years to come. Article 4. So, Leela, the debate around the future of the free movement regime along the India-Myanmar border is really heating up. This regime, in place since 1968, has been a cornerstone for people with familial and ethnic ties to move within a certain distance of the border.
Absolutely, Hari. It's fascinating how policies like this can shape communities and relationships over decades. Did you know that this regime was initially established to promote cultural ties and facilitate movement for those living along the border?
That's an interesting tidbit, Leela. But now, concerns about ethnic conflicts and cross-border crimes are pushing for a potential scrapping of this regime. The idea of fencing the border is being discussed as a solution to enhance security.
The impact on communities cannot be understated here, Hari. Fencing could lead to protests and reignite demands for a unified homeland, highlighting the deep-rooted sentiments and complexities involved.
It's a delicate balance between security needs and the aspirations of various communities. The article emphasizes the importance of a balanced approach that involves local communities, addresses security concerns, legalizes trade, and ensures proper monitoring along the border.
Moving to the current relevance of this issue, Hari, we can see how border security and movement restrictions have become global topics in recent years. The delicate balance between security and human rights is a challenge many nations face.
Definitely, Leela. Take the U.S.-Mexico border, for example. The debates around border walls and immigration policies mirror some of the challenges discussed in the article. Finding solutions that prioritize both security and humanitarian concerns is crucial.
And let's not forget the economic impact, Hari. Borders play a significant role in trade and commerce. Any restrictions or fencing could disrupt the flow of goods and services, affecting livelihoods on both sides of the border.
Shifting to the challenges and controversies, Leela, it's clear that finding a one-size-fits-all solution is nearly impossible. Different communities have varied needs and aspirations, making policy decisions complex.
Absolutely, Hari. The diversity of opinions and interests along the border necessitates a nuanced approach. Perhaps a combination of physical barriers, technological solutions, and community engagement could provide a more holistic strategy.
Looking ahead, Leela, the future of border policies will likely continue to evolve in response to changing geopolitical dynamics and security threats. Innovations in surveillance technology and international cooperation may shape how borders are managed in the coming years.
It's a topic that will undoubtedly remain at the forefront of political discussions, Hari. How nations navigate the delicate balance between security, community interests, and economic considerations will be critical in shaping the future landscape of border policies.
Absolutely, Leela. And as we've seen, the decisions made regarding border management can have far-reaching implications on societies, economies, and international relations. It's a complex issue that requires thoughtful consideration and nuanced approaches. Article 5. Abortion laws have always been a hot-button issue, especially when it comes to the debate surrounding fetal viability and women's rights.
Absolutely, Hari. The recent Supreme Court ruling in India is a significant step towards gender equality by granting all women, regardless of marital status, the right to safe and legal abortion up to 24 weeks. It's a move towards removing discrimination between married and unmarried women under the MTP Act.
The law now allows abortions by one registered medical practitioner up to 24 weeks, with a medical board review required for cases beyond that time frame. It's interesting how decisions are made based on the health of the fetus and the potential harm to the pregnant person.
That's a crucial point, Hari. The article even mentions a case study where a woman struggled to get a late-term abortion due to mental health concerns. It really highlights the ethical dilemmas and the prioritization of fetal life over the well-being of pregnant individuals in some cases.
The vagueness surrounding fetal viability is a global issue that sparks legal and ethical debates everywhere. It's fascinating how the recent amendment to the MTP Act clarifies the timeline for legal abortions and the involvement of medical boards.
Speaking of current relevance, Hari, this topic is incredibly important in today's world. With so many ongoing discussions about women's rights and bodily autonomy, articles like this shed light on the challenges faced by women seeking reproductive health care.
Absolutely, Leela. The real-world examples and case studies mentioned in the article really bring to light the complexities and struggles that many individuals face when navigating abortion laws. It's not just a theoretical debate, it's about the real lives and well-being of women.
And let's not forget the challenges and controversies that come with this topic, Hari. There are often debates about whether the focus should be on protecting fetal life or the rights and health of the pregnant person. It's a delicate balance that requires thoughtful consideration.
It's true, Leela. The article mentions how courts have sometimes favored fetal life over maternal health, which sets a precedent that can compel women to continue pregnancies despite personal risks. Finding a solution that respects both aspects is definitely a challenge.
Looking ahead, Hari, it's interesting to speculate on the future developments related to abortion laws and women's rights. Will there be more amendments to ensure a better balance between fetal life and maternal health? How might these changes affect society as a whole?
It's a thought-provoking question, Leela. As society evolves and our understanding of reproductive rights deepens, we might see more innovative approaches to addressing the ethical dilemmas surrounding abortion laws. It's definitely a topic that will continue to spark important conversations and hopefully lead to positive changes. Article 6. So Leela, the debate around India's national education policy and its push for a mandatory three-language policy in schools seems to be gaining a lot of attention. What are your initial thoughts on this?
Hari, it's definitely a controversial topic. The idea of introducing a third language when the system is already struggling with teaching two languages effectively raises some serious concerns. It's like trying to juggle more balls when you're already struggling to keep two in the air.
Absolutely, Leela. The article highlights that many students lack proficiency in their mother tongue and English, which are the current languages of instruction. Adding a third language without addressing the existing challenges could potentially lead to more confusion and learning gaps.
It's interesting to see the comparison the article makes with Singapore's successful bilingual education model, which emphasizes English for global competitiveness. Singapore has shown that a strong foundation in English, combined with a regional language, can be incredibly beneficial for students in a globalized world.
That's a great point, Leela. In today's world, where communication and collaboration happen across borders, having a strong command of English can open up a world of opportunities. However, the article also brings up the importance of regional languages in preserving cultural heritage and identity.
Absolutely, Hari. Regional languages are not just about communication, they are a vital part of a nation's cultural fabric. It's crucial to strike a balance between promoting global languages like English and preserving the rich linguistic diversity that India is known for.
Moving on to the challenges and controversies surrounding this issue, what are your thoughts on the cognitive challenges and implementation costs that the article mentions?
The cognitive challenges cannot be overlooked, especially when students are already struggling with the current curriculum. Introducing a third language without considering how it might affect cognitive load could potentially hinder overall academic performance.
And when it comes to implementation costs, it's essential to consider the financial implications of rolling out a widespread language policy across diverse educational institutions. Not all schools may have the resources or infrastructure to support such a significant change.
That's a valid point, Hari. Perhaps a more pragmatic approach, as the article suggests, would be to focus on a two-language policy that emphasizes English for global communication and regional languages for cultural preservation. By streamlining the language curriculum, schools could potentially improve language proficiency across the board.
Looking towards the future, it will be interesting to see how India navigates this complex linguistic landscape. With the advancement of technology, such as AI and language learning, there might be innovative solutions on the horizon that could address some of the challenges highlighted in the article.
Absolutely, Hari. Technology has the potential to revolutionize language education, making it more engaging and accessible to students. It will be fascinating to see how these advancements shape the way languages are taught and learned in the coming years.
Conclusion.
Well, what a whirlwind of discussions we've had today, Hari. From the complexities of city expansion in Bengaluru to the ethical dilemmas surrounding abortion laws, our plates were certainly full.
Absolutely, Leela. And let's not forget the intricate dance between India's defense ties and the challenges faced by the judiciary. It's like we were on a roller coaster of diverse topics today.
Indeed, Hari. It's fascinating how these issues intertwine and shape the fabric of our society. As we wrap up today's episode, we encourage our listeners to reflect on the nuances we've explored and perhaps even delve deeper into these crucial conversations.
Whether it's pondering the future of India-Myanmar relations or contemplating the impact of third language mandates in schools, there's no shortage of food for thought here. Your perspectives and engagement are vital in shaping the narrative.
As always, we're grateful for your listenership, and we look forward to bringing you more insightful discussions in our upcoming episodes. Remember, your voice matters in these dialogues, so don't hesitate to share your thoughts with us.
Until next time, folks, stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay engaged. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the airwaves soon.
Take care, everyone.